Spoiler alert, this is one of my top 2 favorites. It feels airless, breathless, very lightweight on the skin. Now they did make this in collaboration with the Korean beauty YouTuber Minsko 언니. I feel like she really knows her makeup. So 2 years ago, I made a video breaking down the absolute best KBeauty cushion foundations for the summer that will survive the heat. And it actually became pretty viral, and I noticed that a lot of you guys enjoyed it. And now 2 years have passed, guys. I know time flies. And you guys know the KBeauty industry is forever changing, forever advancing. So I decided to look over Olive Young's ranking and look at what are the top best ranked cushion foundations for the summer and decide to give you guys a real review. And I mean testing it out in the hot weather for long hours, testing on different skin types. So just think of this as an update to your KBeauty cushion foundations review. So without further ado, let's get this video started right away. Chop chop! Before we begin, I have to share with you guys my skin type. I do have a complex situation going on. I have an oily T-zone, dry as cheek areas, but I sweat so much in the hot, humid summer, and it gets really humid in Korea, let me tell you guys. And for my preference, I do like a little bit of that thick layer of base makeup. Like I like it when you can see that I have makeup on. So please make sure to bear these 2 things in mind when watching this video. Starting off strong, this actually ranked number 1 in the Olive Young charts for the best summer cushion foundations, and it is ta-da, the VIDIVICI Cover Stain Perfecting Cushion. Isn't it so pretty? The lemon yellow, I can't. But VIDIVICI is basically a brand that's always been famous and very well known for their really good base products. Like the foundations are always really good. They have amazing primer, powders, etc. So I was actually not surprised that this was ranking at number 1. So this cushion is apparently perfect for the hot, humid summer weather. And they also claim that it lowers your skin temperature by 4.5 degrees, which I thought was really impressive. Now let's get into the cushion itself. I did get the shade an NO2, which is pretty on the light side with a yellow undertone, which is perfect for my complexion. Now, to get into the details of this specific cushion, I actually thought this was a really exquisite one. When you first apply it on, it feels like skincare. It feels really hydrating, really chokcho, but it kind of dries out. Not dries out, but it kind of ends up with a powdery finish that makes it really apt for the hot, humid weather. And also it goes on very thinly. The formulation is super thin, like skincare. So personally, it wasn't my favorite, but I also had my friend Freya editor check it out as well. And she actually doesn't like thick makeup, so she absolutely loved it. She's like, "Onni, it feels airless, breathless, very lightweight on the skin." And she doesn't like it when she can feel something on her skin. So this was perfect for her. So with that being said, you definitely need the concealer when using this. This has very minimal coverage. I think this would be actually really great for all skin types, but this is specifically for those who like really thin layers to the point where it doesn't seem like you have anything on. To each their own, to each their own. I'm not a fan of those, but I know that there are folks out there who do like that kind of finish. In that case, this is for you. And the meltdown of this cushion was really beautiful. I mean, it's so thin, right? So it just melted really nicely with my sebum. But it was to a point where I'm just like, it doesn't look like I have anything on my face, which I did not like, because like I said, I like it when I can see that I have foundation and coverage on my skin. So that is kind of like a downside, but I know that this definitely has its own fan base, its own niche. So if you're a fan of that, make sure to check this out. Oh, and it actually does lower your skin's temperature. It feels very cooling on the skin, and so it's perfect when you're reapplying it outside when it's hot, because it immediately cools your skin down. So that is one thing I really did enjoy about this cushion. Ranking at number 11 is the VIDIVICI Black Perfection Cover Fit Cushion. And spoiler alert, this is one of my top 2 favorites. So this is a product that I've actually mentioned a couple of times in my past videos. Particularly, it got first introduced by Minnie, my dear Korean beauty YouTuber, and she was raving about this, so I had to check it out. And this was actually one of the products, cushion foundations, that I see get more popular through word of mouth, because a lot of people are saying it's really good. Now, the shade I got was 21 and Ivory, and I do feel like this does fit my complexion very well. It has a very natural yellow undertone, but it has a bit of grayness to it. It kind of adds a little bit of the ashiness, which makes it look very natural on my skin. It really cancels out any like blemishes, redness I have. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite shade that I found in cushions, but I'm so happy with the formulation that I don't mind. So let's take a quick look at the formulation, shall we? The formulation is noticeably elastic, allowing it to seamlessly guide over large sour pores and fine lines. And what I really like about this cushion is that yes, it's a bit more thicker than the VIDIVICI one, but it's buildable and it's very versatile. So if you don't like thick ones, you can just do one layer and it does give you that nicely put together refined look. And then if you want extra coverage and you want extra build up, you can definitely do multiple layers without it getting messy. And I feel like that's the best part about this cushion is that it doesn't get thick. It does build up, but it doesn't get messy. And also the finish is a really nice satin velvety semi-matte look. And even though it's more on the semi-matte side, it doesn't feel drying on my skin, and it's so easy to deal with. You can just apply it however you want and it goes on so easily. And I think that's another appealing point about this cushion. The longevity, it worked beautifully on my skin, just melts really nicely, and then I can easily reapply it on top. But with this one, I don't feel the need to actually apply more throughout the day, just because I do a pretty thorough job of applying it initially. So I'm very much happy with this one. If you like a lot of the cushions that I recommended, and if you like the cushions that are more thick and it kind of fills up your borders, make sure to check this one out. It is a bit more powdery than the ones that I do usually recommend, but this is so freaking good, guys. Super thin, goes on elegantly, kind of leaves a nice powdery semi-matte finish, but amazing. Ranking at number 32 is definitely the fwee All Day Cover Black Cushion. Guys, I have a journey with fwee cushions. I had a love and hate relationship with them. So I was actually kind of scared and apprehensive when testing this one out, but I was impressed. Now they did make this in collaboration with the Korean beauty YouTuber Minsko, whom I love dearly, and I feel like she really knows her makeup. Like, she reviews so many products, and I feel like she's one of the gals to go if you really want to know about KBeauty makeup brands. So she developed this, and she said, if you watch her video, she did a really good in-depth review on how she created it, so make sure to check that one out if you guys are interested. But basically, she said she wanted to create a cushion foundation that was an all-arounder, so it had good coverage, it wasn't drying, it had good longevity. But she also mentioned that this is not a cushion for you if you like really thin layers that just stick on like sticker. And I feel like she couldn't have explained it better, because that is the experience that I had. But before going in, sharing you guys the shade that I got is 22N. All of the other shades were sold out, so this was the only option that I got. But I do feel like it goes on a little darker on my complexion. I'm not complaining though, because I do get more tan during the summer times, but I do feel like this is a bit darker than my neck. It has a nice gorgeous kind of almost a reddish yellow undertone that makes it look very natural on the skin. So going back to the formulation, this is the thickest one I feel like out of all the cushions I'm reviewing today. It definitely goes on thick. You can feel it, you can see it. But with that being said, I feel like it does a good job in really kind of covering up your textures, filling up your borders. And the finish is a semi-matte. I wouldn't say this is like the most matte cushions I've ever tried, but you do get a nice velvety finish afterwards. And also the longevity, beautiful, breaks down really beautifully with my sebum and sweat. I feel like that's one of the things I've noticed, like no cushions nowadays, none of them end up looking messy, which is a huge improvement, especially since I've been reviewing KBeauty cushion foundations for like almost a decade now. So the fact that you can be a little messy with them, you can, apply a little bit more, and the fact that they won't get messy is like a huge testament to how advanced the Korean beauty technology is. So this is also like the VIDIVICI one. You can use it however you want and it will go on really nicely, just kind of like smudges in. I don't know if that's even a word. You can definitely buff it in and make it work. And also, with that being said, this also gives you the highest coverage. I don't feel the need to go in with a separate concealer when I do use this. And so this is definitely a cushion I would recommend if you're more of an oily skin type, a combo skin type, if you need a little bit more coverage and you need something that's like comfortable and you can just dab and just have an easy time with. Last but definitely not least, ranking at 69th place is the Naming Layered Fit Cushion. But I do have to mention, guys, it's very impressive that this still ranks at 69th place, considering that this has been out for a couple of years now. And this is definitely one of the cushions I picked up because I saw so many people rave about it as well through word of mouth. And so to see this actually still ranking in the top 100 is very, very impressive. And I was not disappointed. I could totally see why this is popular for a very good reason. This is also in my top 2 favorite ones. First, I got it in the shade 19N, and it's actually the base product I have on today. So it's a bit lighter than my actual complexion, but I feel like I always like to get things a little bit lighter just because sometimes it does oxidize pretty bad. So if I use something that's like completely my shade, I feel like it just looks really messy at the end of the day. So I do like going out for something that's a bit more lighter, and I feel like this is like perfect. Kind of looks like, gives me that wide awake look. So this is 19N, and the color of the shade has more of a porcelain, like ivory touch than a yellow complexion to it. So bear that in mind. The formulation is incredibly sheer but highly buildable, utilizing an ultra fluid water and silicone structure. So likewise, this is also very much versatile like the VIDIVICI one. You can do one thin layer, but you can definitely build it up and it doesn't get messy. It's so easy to work with. And so I like doing kind of like 2.5 layers. I know that's a lot, but it works on me and it doesn't get messy. And I like the coverage it gives me. It smooths out my texture one more time compared to the VIDIVICI one, because I do feel like they're kind of similar, but the difference is that I feel like the VIDIVICI one is a bit more powdery and thinner, whereas I feel like with the Naming one, it has more of that kind of thicker, fluidy skincare texture viscosity to it. So it fills up my photos a bit better, but it's still powdery and it's still more appropriate for the hot, humid weather. Because I remember I got this and I think I got it during the winter times. So when I tried it, it was atrocious. I hated it. And then I'm using it back now for the more appropriate weather. I'm just like, oh, I see. Now I see why it's so popular in Korea. So I feel like this is really great if you have especially more dry, dehydrated skin, but you still want something that adheres really, really well. I feel like this also sticks on like sticker, just like plasters itself on, but it has a bit more of that thickness compared to like the other cushions like the VDL. For the finish, I feel like this cushion kind of gives you more of that light kind of glow, more of that skincare aspect still. So if you're into that kind of stuff, this is definitely one you want to check out. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am super impressed by all of these cushions, but of course, my top 2 favorites has to be these 2, guys. I mean, I've got to say, all of them are really easy to handle. You don't have to be like a pro at makeup to really use these, but I feel like these 2, it doesn't matter how my skin's condition is, I can just pick these up on any lazy days and they make my skin come to life. Highly recommend. Make sure to check them out. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!